Y'all heard of quiet quitting, quiet cracking? Have y'all ever heard of job hugging, rage applying?
Slow sips on the tea they brew. Gem and Dame got the vibe so true. Late night
Well, the
whispers,
reason
what's
why I'm
the
bringing this
view?
up as the final part
Drips in
is
the
right
air,
now
the
we can
squads
all
into
agree that it's
what's
very tough out there in the
doing?
job market.
What's the
And we can
play?
talk all we want about we get into the bag. We can talk all we want about as people, but they still get paid. Right. And we got to think about how can we leverage tech without losing our soul, essentially. And some of the things kind of going on in the job market, would love to talk a little more about that. Y'all heard of quiet quitting, quiet cracking? Have y'all ever heard of job hugging, rage applying? We got all kind of stuff
See
going
a,
on out
a rage apply. I don't know.
here. Rage
I don't felt that a
applying.
couple times. Like these mother at the job done got me hot. Let me start hitting apply. Only quick applies because I'm not spending a whole bunch of time filling out anything. It's gotta be already there. All right.
So with AI, hopefully this doesn't like do its thing. Okay, cool. So with AI, we're not going to get away from, some of the job replacements essentially. So you got a lot of people job hugging. Job hugging is, I don't care how much I hate this company, I'm here. Are you gonna hold on to that job? Quiet cracking is they're holding on to that job, but they don't love it there no more. And those are the people we talked about this before. Check out a previous video we had about quiet cracking. And then you got rage applying. So are these words hurting or helping the workplace by describing what's going on? And I'm going to wrap this back to AI in the end. So according to this article, it's going to talk about, like I just said, every few, oftentimes, you get these buzzwords that tell you, like this is what's going on with people that are currently working. Keep in mind, these analysis are trying to figure out where we as in the general population, how we feel, what we think, so they can then, essentially use technology to combat that, to get us to do what they want us to do. They being could be employers, could be, you know, marketing, it could be, whatever. Job hugging, it's clinging to your jobs, often from fear of layoffs or lack of hiring at other companies. So, first of all, let's go ahead and talk about this fear of layoffs. You ain't gonna do nothing about that. If they gonna lay you off, they gonna lay you off. So, I understand y'all doing that, but that ain't gonna do nothing. Lack of hiring at other companies. Once again, nothing that you can do about that. The best you could really do is enhance your skills, because it's not if, it's when. uh you know Make sure you get that together. But job hugging is apparently a thing. uh so they're saying job hugging kind of goes into quiet cracking, which it says it describes employees quietly working harder and longer without feeling reward or purpose. It fuels disengagement and poor performance. And then rage applying is the frustrated response of workers who feel ignored and flood the market with resumes, even if they don't really plan to leave.
They don't. They don't.
It
You're out
says
there just
all of
out there, Johnny Appleseed, just throwing stuff everywhere, just getting these calls. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, we got your application for what? What again? For, I don't even remember applying to that. It must have been when I was in one of my fits.
drop some drip in the comments. Y'all ever rage apply? Y'all quiet cracking over there? Y'all job hugging over there? Let us know. Drop some drip in the comments. So, according to this article, it's saying that all of these things are warning signs of cultures failing short of employee expectation. They had a survey that shows, half the employees believe their employers care about them, which is down 54%, which is crazy. So that means that previously over half the people thought their employers cared about them. Now people are like, nah, we know they don't care. Nearly 1 in 5 believe the company doesn't care about their mental health at all, and 60% say their employer encouraged them to seek mental health support, which is down from 2024. So You can continue reading the rest of this article if y'all like. I'll make sure I drop this into the description so y'all can actually digest and see this yourself. I think I think it is I like rage cracking, that's funny. I think that it's a pretty good reflection of the current market. You have a lot of people that, job market's rough. And even if they are at a job, they feel like they're stuck at the job, like they just said, because you're scared that you can't go somewhere else. So, what does that have to do with technology? Well, you have a lot of these layoffs from some companies, we won't name any names, that have outwardly said, It's about to get real thin around here because we got AI. We don't need y'all in here. We gonna automate your job." And so, when you do that, it's gonna put fear in a lot of people because they're like, "Dang, I ain't even gonna be able to work for real. This bot about to take my job." I'm just quiet working so I can rage retire on a boat. It's wild.
How about rage work so you can quietly retire? How about that? That way, I seen a whole lot of that at the job. It's you the older cats that they know a system. They the only ones left for some old antiquated code or something like that. Like, go ahead and get Charles. Charles, like, shut up, CIO. I know what the hell I'm doing. You shut up and watch me work. Actually, better yet, turn your back. You don't know what I'm doing anyway. Okay, Charles, we're sorry. We're sorry to mess with you. Charles is doing his thing. So he sit back, go get some coffee, probably go, mess with his grandkid for a minute. Hits one button, 1011. Yep, exactly. Yep.
Check out
Oh
there's
wow.
a video that we have about being retired and getting paid triple. I have a story about this guy that I worked with in the past where he got paid the big from a similar scenario.
Eyes glued, hypnotic and clean. R&B groove with a trap machine. We the squad, every day's a scene. Diamond Jam, living the dream. Drip, drop, the news won't stop. They got the juice, rising to the top. Tune in quick, don't let it flop. Our squad rolling, we make it pop. Daily drip, yeah, they serving it right. Our squad fam taking over the night. Jamming day, shining so bright. Cash is back.